The reason I became involved with The Promise was that I received a script from Survival Pictures. Basically, I guess because I had done Hotel Rwanda and they felt that they liked how I treated that subject, and I knew quite a bit about the Armenian genocide, having done research on the whole topic of genocide for Hotel Rwanda. So when I learned that they had a project that was fully funded and ready to go, I was very interested in doing it. There was a love story within the Robin Swicord script. It was a love story between the two lead characters, Anna and Mikhail, and that was the structure that the financiers and the producers wanted. They wanted a story, a love story set against the backdrop of the events of the First World War, and they wanted it in the vein or in the genre of Dr. Zhivago and Ryan's Daughter and Reds and so forth. When I started to rewrite the script, I decided I needed a third character, Chris Myers, the Christian Bale character, in order to open up the story so that we could tell a bigger political picture along with the love story that was there already. So for me, I mean, some critics have attacked this as that it's manipulation or whatever, but I felt that this was a genre that a love story during a time of political turmoil. Some of the greatest films we've ever had have been made that way, so I was happy to go along with that structure. Well, obviously, I discussed it with Javier Aguilar-Robe, or DP, but we were going for that classic look, the sort of David Lean look of wide vistas and very saturated colors, and at the same time did a lot of reference of the period itself. Studied the fashion and the various costumes of the different ethnicities and so forth, because it was important that we be able to visually designate basically where the audience was at any given time. And we had a theory about going from the earth tones of the village in the opening scenes through the sort of splash of color of Constantinople at the turn of the century, to the very grimy, dirty look of the labor camps and the escape, and then the sea at the end being the sort of the visual of escaping to the sea. So yeah, we wanted that big old classic look. I think no matter what period film you do, you want it to have a resonance today. And when we were filming The Promise, the refugee crisis in Syria, Iraq, and Turkey was at its height, and so for us it was extremely poignant to be filming scenes of refugees fleeing across the same deserts, in the same location, drowning in the Mediterranean Sea, as was going on the news screen. So we felt that this was a story as much about refugees as it was about genocide, and the importance of understanding what these people have gone through and where they come from. So for all of us, it had a particular relevance today, yes. I didn't have any particular actor in mind as we were doing the scripts. We wanted, obviously, to get the best we could. And when I finished the script, we sent it out to the various agencies, including WME, which is my agency, and Christian Bale is also there. And he responded to the script. And once we had Christian on board, then Oscar Isaac's name came up, and I met him, and he was very enthusiastic. So we had our two lead actors, and we needed two really strong actors to carry those roles. And then I had to find a woman, for Anna, for the main female role. And we did a big, extensive search for that. And I saw Charlotte Le Bon's film 100-Foot Journey and met her, and so it was a process of evolving from Christian Bale throughout. And then we had great cameo actors, James Cromwell, Tom Hollander, Jean Reno. All of those were, added to the depth of the cast. Yeah, there's a few things I'm trying to do. From my short film, The Shore. I've written two other short stories to weave into that to create a feature film based on the topic of exile, people who flee warfare, conflict, and then what causes them to flee, how they deal with exile, and coming back would be the third part of that, which is The Shore. So I'm anxious to do that next. Yes.
About Constantinople.
It can be magical. In the Grand Bazaar, you could buy the finest fashions from Paris and London, the latest automobiles from America. It can be horrible, too, just like any great city.
Were you happy there?
It was a different life.
A toast to old friends and new.
Christopher Myers.
Chris is a star reporter for the Associated Press.
May I introduce Mademoiselle Annika Sari?
You're going to become a doctor.
I hear a French accent.
I lived in Paris for many years, but I'm a proud Armenian. Mikhail, you make me feel I've come home.
These Germans want your sultan to declare
Holy war.
Oh my God, what was that?
It's very dangerous for Armenians right now.
This is our opportunity. We will restore the great Ottoman Empire.
We cannot be here. We must leave.
What is the Associated Press doing here, Mr. Myers?
Reporting on the war.
There is no war here. Merely the evacuation of the civilian population to a safer region.
You are using this so-called relocation as a cover.
You trust no one. I have to get us out of here before there's no time left.
He wants us to help his family escape. We have to help them.
I'm a witness to history. How wonderful it must be to go back to the comfort of your American home and write about it.
We will make a stand, or we'll fight them from every rock.